Welcome back to the channel, it's Dale here. Today we're upgrading the safety of the yacht by installing two bilge pumps. One automatic pump that runs on a float switch, and one high-capacity emergency pump for serious situations. This setup is perfect for small yachts like my Sadler 26, and it can save your boat if the worst happens. Let's get into it. For this job you'll need two bilge pumps, a small automatic pump for day-to-day water, and a larger manual controlled pump for emergencies. You'll also need a float switch, marine-grade wiring, two inline fuses, heat shrink connectors, hose clamps, and two separate bilge hoses with their own through-hull outlets. Never join bilge pump hoses together. Keep each pump completely independent. The automatic pump always goes in the lowest part of the bilge. On the Sadler 26, that's under the floorboards just forward of the engine bay. This pump takes care of rainwater, stuffing box drips, and normal moisture. The emergency pump sits a few inches higher, usually mounted on a small bracket or block. This pump only activates when water rises above a safe level, meaning you've got a bigger problem like a burst hose or a leaking seacock. Now for wiring. The automatic pump goes through a float switch. The float switch lives right beside the pump and turns it on only when water rises. Here's the wiring order. Battery positive, inline fuse, float switch, pump positive, pump negative, battery negative. Use tinned marine cable, heat shrink all your connectors, and secure your wiring high above the bilge so it never sits in water. Make sure the fuse matches your pump, normally 5 to 7.5 amps. The emergency pump is much simpler. It's not automatic. You want to control it manually from the cabin or cockpit. Here's the wiring order. Battery positive, fuse, manual switch, pump positive, pump negative, straight to battery negative. Give this pump its own switch labeled emergency pump so you can find it in a panic. This pump normally draws more amps, so check your fuse rating. Usually 10 to 15 amps depending on size. Each pump needs its own discharge hose. Run the hoses up into the cockpit locker and out through separate through-hull outlets on the starboard quarter. This stops one pump backfeeding into the other. Use stainless hose clamps, ideally 2 per end, and make sure your outlet sits well above the waterline. Before you close everything up, fill the bilge with a few liters of water. Your automatic pump should switch on by itself when the float lifts. Then test the emergency pump using the manual switch. You should hear it fire up and push water out through the higher outlet. If both pumps run and water exits cleanly through the hull, you're good to go. And that's it, a complete dual pump bilge system for your boat. One pump keeps things dry every day, and the other is your backup if things go seriously wrong. It's a simple upgrade, but one of the most important safety improvements you can make on any yacht. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to follow our refit of my Sadler 26, and drop a comment if you want wiring diagrams or parts lists. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.